So did we find out the real reason for Switzerland's capitulation as the two teams swapped shirts last night? As England crash out of the World Cup, we send Marek Larwood to gauge the mood of the nation. And as we look ahead to Nigeria-Bosnia, the Super Eagles will probably be hoping that goalkeeper Vincent Eniyama is a touch more focused this time around. Welcome to the Guardian World Cup Show News. So Mario Balotelli is the latest player to incur the wrath of the nation as he failed to score to keep England in the tournament, the rascal. However, Balotelli wasn't the only Italian player to appear sluggish and lazy in their 1-0 defeat to Costa Rica. Interestingly, Lineker's BBC colleague Robbie Savage referred to Costa Rica as chilly a number of times, but we're not slagging him off on the World Cup show, mainly because we're going round to his later on for some Costa Rica con carne. The odds on Costa Rica winning the group were so high at the start of the tournament that anyone who actually placed a bet on them has had their success tempered by getting struck by lightning and then being hit by a bus. Costa Rican President Luis Guillermo Solis first predicted the score correctly on Twitter and then celebrated with the fans, appropriately enough really, in this first ever selfie-obsessed World Cup. We love that man. England lasted 8 days in the competition, everybody. Woo! Absolutely right. Yes. But then again, as Alan Hansen once said, Links, I just can't talk about it right now. No, we mean the other thing Alan Hansen once said, about not being able to win anything with kids. Elsewhere, France, who have 5 players in their squad, 23 or under, beat FIFA's 6th ranked team Switzerland 5-2 to progress to the last 16 in just 8 days. But forget 8 days. We think Roy Hodgson best summed up England's World Cup in just 6 seconds. Hodgson can at least take solace in the predictable sense of perspective from some areas of the English media. This was the Daily Mirror's Martin Lipton 24 hours before the England defeat. And this was the Daily Mirror's Martin Lipton 24 hours after. Sepp Blatter weighed in on the "why are England out so early" debate with this insightful assessment. "I think Uruguay had a very good goalkeeper and he made some good saves." A line presumably taken from his 100-word "what I did on my summer holidays" essay. So, with England's earliest ever exit from a World Cup finals, we sent Marek Larwood to gauge the mood of the nation.
In 3 words, how would you describe how you feel about England being knocked out of the World Cup?
Very disappointed.
They're an embarrassment to all of us.
Brilliant, brilliant and brilliant.
Unsurprised, first off.
Disappointed.
Heartbroken, that's 2 words, isn't it, really?
Frustrated.
Unsurprised, disappointed, frustrated.
I don't care.
Well, there we have it. The opinion of the British people. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Marek. So, what do you think? Should Roy Hodgson stay as England manager? Let us know in the comments below. If we see a viable alternative to Roy Hodgson in the next 24 hours, I will give each and every one of you a pound, an English pound. Well, I won't personally, the Guardian will. Last night's late game between Honduras and Ecuador was so physical it was perhaps best described by our very own Sid Lowe as Fight Club made football. And it also reminded the world that perhaps Man United signed the wrong Valencia after all. Germany striker Miroslav Klose, who recently overhauled Gerd Muller's record of 68 goals for his country, is only 1 goal behind Ronaldo's all-time World Cup record of 15 and will be looking to claim that title tonight. Ghana had more shots, more corners and more possession than Germany in the two nations' respective World Cup openers. However, only 3 of Ghana's attempts were on target compared to Germany's 6. Ghana's Jonathan Mensah had 55 completed passes, but that was 23 fewer than Toni Kroos of Germany, so the Black Stars will need to be more clinical tonight. Iran's aerial duel success of 41% is 8% higher than Argentina's from the previous game, a tactic that manager Carlos Queiroz may look to utilise. Right, that's it for the news. Don't forget to leave your predictions for tonight's games in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for lots more World Cup content. We'll see you tomorrow.